Leo was 12. Smart, kind, hardworking. But he had a problem. He always compared himself to others. Every morning, he stood by his window, watching. Jake, his neighbor, was heading to tennis practice. Again, tall, athletic, confident. Leo sighed. Jake is so lucky. He's rich. He wears the best clothes, and he's the best athlete in school. I'll never be like him. At school, things weren't any better. Leo sat next to his best friend, Ethan. No matter how hard he studied, Ethan always seemed to get higher grades. Why can't I be as smart as Ethan? Leo sighed. At home, his older brother, Max, was the center of attention. Popular, athletic, outgoing. Everyone in the family praised him. At the dinner table, Max told a story about his basketball game. His parents laughed, engaged, proud. Leo just sat there, quiet. I bet Mom and Dad are prouder of Max than me, he thought bitterly. Day by day, his frustration grew. No matter how hard he tried, he always felt one step behind. One evening, Leo sat alone on the porch. The sky was painted in soft shades of pink and orange, but he barely noticed. His grandfather stepped outside, settling into the chair beside him. For a while, they just sat, watching the sun dip below the trees. Then his grandfather spoke. You've been looking upset lately, Leo. What's on your mind? Leo hesitated, staring at the ground. Then, quietly, he admitted, I just don't feel good enough. Jake is better at sports, Ethan is smarter, and Max is more popular. No matter how hard I try, I always come up short. His grandfather nodded, thoughtful. After a moment, he stood up. Come with me. I want to show you something. Curious, Leo followed him into the garden. The garden was peaceful, bathed in the golden light of sunset. Sunflowers stood tall, faces turned toward the sky. Roses bloomed, small but vibrant. Vines curled along the fence, strong and steady. His grandfather gestured toward the flowers. Tell me, Leo, which plant is the best? Leo frowned. I don't know, they're all different. His grandfather smiled. Exactly. The sunflower doesn't try to be a rose. The rose doesn't try to be a vine. Yet each one grows in its own way. Leo looked around, really looked. Some plants were tall, some were small. Some had bright colors, others had deep, strong roots. Each one had something special. You don't have to be like Jake or Ethan or Max, his grandfather said. You only need to be Leo. For the first time, something inside him shifted. That night, Leo lay in bed, staring at the ceiling. Maybe he didn't need to be the best, just better than before. The next morning, he stayed after basketball practice, shooting extra hoops. Not to beat Jake, but to improve himself. At school, he studied harder, taking his time to understand. Not to beat Ethan, but to learn something new. At home, he picked up his sketchbook. Drawing had always been his secret passion, his own world, his own story. This time, he wasn't hiding it. This time, he wanted to grow. For himself. Weeks passed. Leo stopped looking at others. He focused on his own progress. And then something happened. At basketball tryouts. Leo, you've improved, the coach said. Keep it up. In class. This is a creative take, Leo, his teacher praised. Great thinking. At home. Whoa, Max said, looking at his drawings. This is seriously good. Leo smiled. Not because he was the best, but because he was getting better. That night, Leo stood in front of his mirror. No Jake. No Ethan. No Max. Just Leo. He saw something different now. Not someone trying to catch up. Not someone falling behind. Just a boy, growing in his own way. Leo smiled and whispered softly, I am enough. And for the first time, He truly believed it. Do not compare yourself to anyone. Everyone grows at their own pace in their own way. The only person you should compete with is the person you were yesterday.